quarter started. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Shelvin Mack is out there with Hood, and it's Gobert in at the 5. That's the group right now for Utah. 6 on the shot clock, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Favors against Love, and that one's good by Favors.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Kicks to Hood.
Two unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
And one thing you can't do is string together those kinds of possessions. It can snowball in a hurry.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Prize checked in.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season. And they can not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games. Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for LeBron. Burks with it. 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Fry.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
From the arc. Rebounded by the Jazz.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Nato. Utah gets it back. Here's Hood. And Booker kicks to Hood. Here's Burks. The Jazz again can't hit it.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Well, talking about Channing Frye last year, the three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Smith outside. Feeds it to Mozgov. Takes it out with both hands and rips it down.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Shumpert's checked in. A steal. And pushing it up is Cleveland. The Cavaliers again in transition.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Here's Smith. Shot is off. So Utah will take it the other way to end the drought. And the shot falls short this time.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for him.
Max checked in for Burks. Cleveland also making some changes. Thompson comes in for Moscow. And Kevin Love is subbed in for Channing Frye.
Well, that's been their meal ticket, guys. Getting out and running.
And the defense has to recognize what's happening. I mean, make the adjustment.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ingles dishes to Favors. Ingles kicks to Favors. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Fast break, here they come. And that one's good. Dellavedova's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And so it's Utah here with the ball. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Williams is out there with McCray. Then it's Jefferson. Then it's Jones. And it's Thompson in at the 5. Home in the paint. Stolen by Thompson. There's the call on Trevor Booker. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Great frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Taken away by Williams. Passes it to McCray. From past the arc. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
And he gets it to go.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop the layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Williams passes to McCray. And Jefferson, here we go. Jones, no one around him. Second shot opportunity. And counting, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Alec Burks subbed in for Shelvin Mack. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Frye's checked in. Out to the right wing. Here's the screen. Burks. It's hauled in by Frye. Frye's got 5 rebounds tonight. Mozgov dishes to Frye. Here's Williams. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Releases. Cannot hit.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
Well, since halftime, Kevin, they've yet to commit a turnover. That's something they must have addressed at the break.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Double team on Williams. And here's Fry from the arc. Rebound, Utah. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Well, it's simply been an awful quarter. I mean, terrible ball security. They've actually handled that thing like it's got leprosy. Take care of it.
Ouch. Leprosy.
Dishes to Burks to end the run. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clay.
And you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19 and 20 in the first 39 games, and then 34 and 9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Out to the right wing. Nato. Nice shot from the wing. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game. Here's James. Puts it up off the inbound. Ingles with the rebound. And here's Burks. It's stolen by Smith. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. Oh, wow. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
For Utah, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Max checked in for Burks.
You ready? All right, let's go.
Sheldon Mack.
Cleveland on defense. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Wiles. He kicks it to Mack. Shot clock at 6. The Jazz again can't hit it. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 13. So just about 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Cavaliers.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for James. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And it's a Martin jumping in for LeBron.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Left side Irving. No one near him. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here for sure.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
Into the lineup, the Cavaliers.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Mack. It's deflected. From deep three-point range. Yep, it's good.
Talk about confidence to pull up from out there. And what skill to knock it down. That's major league there, folks.
Yeah, no doubt about his toes on that one. He was whipped.
The 2K Sports post-game show.